Hey friends, it's nice to see you. I am Christiana Gaudet. I am your Tarot Fairy Godmother, and it's time for Global Tarot Circle. Today is February 1st. Some people celebrate this day or yesterday or tomorrow as Imbolc, or St. Bridget's Day, or the Feast of Bridget, or Breed, or Candlemas. So it's a fun day. Also Chinese New Year. This is a fun day for us to meet. I'm so happy to see all of you here as you start to come into the room. Um, Let me just get to the chat so I can see everyone here. And you know how we like to start out. Tell us where in the world you are and what deck you're working with. That's the first thing we do. The next thing we do is get your burning questions in there, and we will read for your burning questions. During the first half of our time together, we'll be here for about an hour, actually for exactly an hour. During the first half of our time together, we'll do readings. In the second half, we'll do some tarot study. It is so nice to see all of you. Blessed Imbolc to you, Billy. This is actually my favorite pagan holiday. I like to do a meditation where I go visit the Lady Breed at the forge, and I hand her all my crap, and she turns it into something useful for me. So one can do a tarot spread around that too. Like, what am I giving to Breed, and what is Breed giving back to me? I love that she is a goddess that was so beloved that she became a Catholic saint. Of course, Imbolc means in the belly or in milk, and it is the festival of the ewes who are getting ready to lamb. And so the idea that we will eat and spring will come. Always good things. All right. Happy to see all of you here. Let's see what we've got here. Of course, I'm Christiana. I am in Palm City, Florida. I will probably be working with my Smith Waite. But boy, do I have a new tarot deck to show you. And Clumsy Clairvoyance, thank you so much for starting us off with a super sticker. Super chats and super stickers are ways you can support this broadcast. You can also support this broadcast and this channel by becoming a member. You can tell who the members are because their names are in green, and they have cute little suns after them. The color of the sun denotes how long they've been members. And so we're very, very grateful to our members for supporting this channel. Very grateful to all of you for being here. If you have not yet subscribed, please do make sure you hit the notification, the bell, so you can get notified when we're live. And make sure you like this video as well. Really appreciate it. All righty. So let's see who we have here. Lisa Harmon is in Greenville, South Carolina. What deck are you working with? Hanson Roberts, one of my favorites. And thank you for being a member. Karen Winkle, thank you for being a member in Vancouver, Washington, using Everyday Witch. I think that's one of your favorite decks. You use that a lot. Laura S., I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. Nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Sue Wilkinson, thank you for being here. Thanks for being a member in California. Working with Spiral Tarot, one of my favorites. You've also got Earth Wisdom Oracle and a Lenormand deck. Very cool. Billy Wolsifer in Tampa, Florida. So I'm going to be in your neck of the woods, Billy. I will be in the Tampa Bay area from February 17th to the 21st, and we're going to do a meetup at Panera in Lutz on the 20th, 3 p.m. I know you've been there before. Hope to see you there again. Ashriel, thanks for being a member here using Tarot of Oppositions. Christina, nice to see you. Thanks for being a member in Westchester, Pennsylvania, using Super Lunaris. Marion Newbury, thank you for being a member in New York City using Morgan Greer. Lisa Harmon, did you know that the traditional celebration of Imbolc is with a bonfire? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. There are so many traditions. It's also called Candlemas, and there are candles. There's the bride's bed that you make. There's St. Bridget's cross or Breed's cross. There's so many, but yes, the bonfire is certainly one of my favorites. But tonight we're celebrating instead with a global tarot circle, and that's good too. Did you notice I put up a class for us to meet together on on Tuesday, the Tuesday, February 22nd, where it's going to be 2/22/2022, and it's a Tuesday. I put up a class for us. We're going to celebrate Tuesday by looking at the tarot twos. What else could we possibly do, right? Clumsy Clairvoyance, thanks for being a member. And again, thanks for starting us out with a super sticker in the high desert in California using the Wild Unknown Pocket Deck. Sarah in Miami. Hey, Sarah, it was so good to meet you in person. I only got a glimpse of you, but I was so happy to meet you in person. I hope you enjoyed StarCon. And for all of you who came to StarCon, either in person or online, thank you so much for being there. I hope you're enjoying the afterglow. We had so much fun in the lounge last night with Mitchell Osborne doing tarot improv. What's today? Thursday evening, I'm going to be in the lounge and we're going to be talking about a Star Trek tarot. Not that we're designing one, but if we were to, what would we do? It's going to be fun. And Lady Lenormand, isn't your lounge event tomorrow evening? Isn't that true? I think so. Let us know. Okay. So let's see. Scrolling back. Okay, Lady Lenormand. Thanks for being a member here. And Del Rey using Golden Girls again. Really enjoying it this week. Peggy Lou Levens, New Smyrna Beach. Hope you enjoyed StarCon. 22 years ago, you were in labor. Your son was born February 2nd. And Marion says, no, not Morgan Greer. Jamie's Transitions deck, new today. Right, that StarCon loot is coming in, isn't it? Very good. Sarah using Toth, Tahote, however you want to say it. I think, honestly, Tahote is what an Egyptologist would say, but no one in the tarot community ever says that. What are you going to do? Disco Bunny, Kristen in Connecticut. It was great to see you in the lounge last night. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for going to StarCon using Tarot of the Holy Light. Billy Wolsifer is using the HOGD black and white deck. Is that the Holy Order of the Golden Dawn? Is that what that is? Mystics Haven is Teresa in Georgia using the Book of Shadows Tarot. Laura S., thanks for being a member here. Aloha from Kona, Hawaii, using Reverie Tarot Kickstarter. It's been a minute. It has been. Cheryl Jefferson, so nice to see you in Jupiter, Florida, using Universal Weight in a tin. And cold, right? It has been so cold. And it was great to see you at StarCon as well. And yes, happy Lunar New Year. Absolutely. Kathy Lee, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Ashley, nice to see you. Sarah, so nice meeting you too. I popped into the lounge last night for a second, but I was having some connection issues. I thought I saw you there for a minute. Sorry you had connection issues. Am I totally popped from StarCon? So here's the thing. We're in the afterglow, so we're managing the afterglow. We're still kind of decompressing and doing all the back end work on StarCon. But the thing is we're planning StarCon 2023 right the heck now. I'm getting my headliners. We're moving our venue. So we need to meet with some new hotels. We want to be right in downtown West Palm. That's what we decided. Why not? And so I am hard at work for StarCon 2023. That is the truth of it. And of course, doing my normal stuff. StarCon is a whole second job. Why did I take on a second job? Because it's so awesome, right? Lisa, I was right about the embroidery. All right. Claire C., nice to see you using the Rider-Waite Radiant. Very good. Thanks for being a member here. And Lady Lenormand, yes, so tomorrow night, 7 p.m. in the Sullivan's Lounge for everyone with a StarCon ticket, analyzing dreams using tarot. Okay. And Ashley, are people able to join the Afterglow if they could not make StarCon? No, you need a ticket. You can buy a ticket after the fact, but the ticket prices are the same. You get to watch all the recorded classes until February 22nd. Right. Downtown West Palm Beach, right? Why wouldn't we do that? Thursday night, instead of going to the Outback, we can go to Clematis by night. it would just be so much fun, right? So that's what we're looking at and working to make that happen. We don't have a contract yet, so I can't say it will particularly happen, but that is the plan. That's what we're working on. All right. Okay. So okay, so as I said, I am working with my Smith White deck. Go ahead and start getting your questions in. I just have to show you, and I can't show you too much because I will cry. I did an unboxing, and I didn't even do a fake unboxing where I looked at it and then put it back together and then did the unboxing. Oh no, I did a real unboxing, not looked at it before, on Instagram today and cried. Never have I cried in a live before, but it was so freaking beautiful that I could not help but cry. And if I hold it too long in my arms, I will cry once again. It was like $121. I usually don't pay that much for a deck, but oh my goodness gracious. So worth it. They nailed it. They got it so right. I have to read the book to see why they did some of the things they did. And yeah, of course, there's some things I would do differently, but it's got one of those magnetic closure things. See, now it's not even letting me open it because it knows, man, if you open me, you will cry. Here it is. Now it is. So it comes with this honking book, right? And the cards are in this cool little box. So the box is big, but the cards are just normal size. And oh my gosh, did they get it right. If you love the Grateful Dead like I love the Grateful Dead, you have to have this deck. Oh my gosh, did they do it right. So I have to get desensitized to it before I can use it, or I'm just going to sit here and cry because it is so poignant and beautiful and meaningful. So there's that. There's that. Sarah, the cards are cold. Need I say more, right? Mary at FGM feels about the Dead the way I feel about Dylan. I totally get it. And there was that summer when the Dead and Dylan toured together. That was a good summer. It really was. It really was. Disco Buddy, you were there for my live. Thank you. All right. And we got Lisa here singing Truckin'. Yep. Yep. All right. Okay, Denise Woods, thanks so much for being here. Glad you're here for the first time. We have a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun. Okay, so let's see what we got going on here. Let's get to our questions. So this is how it works. This is your reading practice. Oh, and goodness gracious, before we do that, Lady Lenormand, thank you so much for the super sticker. Really appreciate it. Very good, very much appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so this is how it works. Get your decks ready. This is reading practice. And we really are a global tarot circle. We are people all over the world reading for one another. So I'm going to take the questions as I see them in order. I will read the question aloud. I will pull one card to answer the question. If you would also like to do the reading, you're going to put the name of the person you're reading for, the card you got, and your interpretation. So if you ask a question, you have to read through the chat to get your whole reading. A reading is usually more than one card, and your reading will be more than one card, but it's cards pulled from people all over the world. Sometimes we'll contradict each other. Sometimes we'll play off each other. And if you've received a reading in this format before, let us know how it worked out. Always interesting to hear. Now, I can talk a lot faster than you can type, and I'm going to move this through very quickly. So maybe you won't do every single one. Maybe you'll just do the ones you want to do. Maybe you'll do every other one. That's all okay. Get shuffled. Let's get ready. Okay. Scrolling all the way back. And the first question is from Smile Soul 20. Thank you for being a member here. Nice to see you. What does the universe want me to know? A very good way to do a general reading. If you'd like to do this reading, at Smile Soul 20, the name of the card you got, and your interpretation. Let's see what we have here. The Fool. You have to remember that you are in charge of your own journey, that your life is a journey, not a destination, and you're the one in charge of it. You get to make decisions. You get to go where you want to go, and you need to find a way to enjoy the journey. So embrace it. Embrace your life. Embrace the journey. That's what the universe wants you to know. All right. Let's see. Scrolling down, looking for the next question. Thank you all so much for being here. So many great decks in use here tonight. Okay. And yes, tomorrow in the lounge, dream analyzing with tarot with Lady Lenormand, our own Brenda Elizabeth, 7 p.m. If you have a StarCon ticket, that's Eastern time. Love to see you. Okay, so the next request is a general reading. And this is for Lisa Harmon. And so for a general reading, the question is, what does the universe want her to know right now? If you'd like to do this reading, at Lisa Harmon, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. The Page of Cups reverse. Lisa, where are you not speaking your heart? Is there some way that you have something in your heart that needs to be said, or do you need to write? Do you need to journal? I feel like, I don't know if this is within a particular relationship or in life or in a place where you have things to say but really can't, like work or something like that. There are things your heart needs to express. Find a way to do it. Ashriel Knight, thank you for being here. Thanks for being a member here. What can I look forward to this week? If you'd like to do this reading, at Ashriel Knight, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. What can you look forward to this week? My friend, I shuffled. I did. And look, the Page of Cups, this time upright. So this week, I think some beautiful writing, some friendly conversation, and maybe even a hint of romance. Maybe. All right. Sue Wilkinson, make sure the hotel has good internet. Well, this is why we're leaving. We were promised the plug in the wall internet, and we were not given it at the old hotel. So that's why we're moving. We did okay with what we had, but that was the whole point of the game. The hotel we chose promised us that, the best internet, and no, they didn't. So this time we will. We know what to do. I mean, it's true that you can. I mean, we got the hotel that we were in this past week for StarCon. We got 3 years ago, right? Because of COVID and all of that, and a year and a half to plan. And so back then, they probably did have really good internet. So things changed. COVID did not do that hotel any favors. These things happen, but here we are. We're moving forward. All right. And parking, yeah, absolutely, David. I had an office and lived in downtown West Palm Beach for many years. I know the deal, for sure. Okay. Let's see. Next question. Okay, Mystics Haven. Should I ask my oldest son to come live with me? And how will that go? Let's take a look. If you'd like to do this reading, at Mystics Haven, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. Knight of Wands. We must remember that he is not entirely mature. He may be your oldest son, but he's still not entirely mature. But I think it would be okay, and I think it might work out okay as long as you're willing to recognize his immaturity. But I think it might be good for both of you. See what other people say. Oh, Sue, did you order? You ordered Grateful Dead Tarot? Let us meet together online to talk about it once you get yours. I'm going to want to have that conversation. Okay. Okay, Shaloyer. What is the best thing I can do for my son to help him along in life and to reach his dreams? Great question. If you'd like to do this reading at Shaloyer, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. So I got the 9 of Swords, and it makes me wonder if he's worried, if he's upset, if he's depressed, if he's having a hard time, or if you're worried about him. If there are like real psychiatric or psychological issues here, help him get help. If you're being an overly worried mom, try not to do that. And if he really is just upset because he doesn't have a clue about what to do, help him organize his thoughts and hold a good vision for him going forward. Your belief in him will help him achieve. Let's see what other people have to say. And Sarah, did someone say Grateful Dead and Tarot at StarCon next year? So here's the thing. You know how Frank Kwiatkowski did the Beatles and Tarot, a fab combination. And that was actually, I think, a favorite presentation. So he was like, he threw down the gauntlet because he likes the Dead too. That's something we had bonded over. And he's like, okay, I want you to do the Grateful Dead and Tarot next year. And I'm like, well, you know, there is a Grateful Dead Tarot deck, so it's not necessarily mine to do now. But I'm going to be interviewing the author and artist for the Cartomancer, and I will most certainly invite them to StarCon. Yes, I will. Okay. Let's see. I see lots of good readings happening. Thank you so much. DH just bought 2 new decks, Tarot Grand Looks and Tarot Decoratif. Hey, Chiro Marchetti, man, you cannot go wrong. I just got Chiro's Mystic Palette, and I absolutely love it. Here we go. Clumsy Clairvoyance, thank you again for being a member, and thank you for the super sticker. The last few months, I've been noticing semi-often that I keep seeing figures out of the corners of my eyes. I know this. And of course, I turn and look. No one is there. Is it a spirit or a guide or something else? Yes. I think a lot of us are familiar with what this feels like. What's going on for Clumsy Clairvoyance? If you'd like to do this reading at Clumsy Clairvoyance, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. The Lovers reversed, I'm going to say it is a loved one in spirit, someone that you knew in life who is with you and wants to let you know that they're with you and guiding you. Let's see what other people have to say. Karen Winkle, oh my goodness. Karen, first of all, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. The boss is hinting that my job security is under question again. Sorry, you get sad noise for that. I'm sorry. What does it look like through the end of the year? Does Karen have job security through the year? Let's take a look. If you'd like to do this reading at Karen Winkle, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. Honestly, I mean, we all always have to be prepared for anything, but I think the boss just hints at this and it's not a real thing. I'm really not worried about it. We'll see what happens, but I am not overly worried. Okay, Disco Bunny, I lost my deceased mom's wedding ring in my house on Friday. Where is it? How should I go about finding it? And Dave Victor is right on it. Dave Victor is the king of finding lost objects. So we'll do this reading, but man, I would just do what Dave says. Okay, if you'd like to do this reading at Disco Bunny, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. Okay, 9 of Pentacles, I believe it is in your home. I believe that you will find it. DH, what does the universe want me to know? All right. If you'd like to do this reading at DH, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. What does the universe want DH to know? Ace of Wands reversed. I wonder if you've not been feeling your best, if you've been feeling a little tired or uninspired. You need to do something to make yourself more enthusiastic, to make yourself feel more inspired, maybe something creative, maybe something fun. Okay, and if you'd like to do that reading at DH, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. And thank you everyone for participating and doing great readings. Here we go. Ashley. I just interviewed for a new insurance company. Is this company a good choice and will I make good money with them? Okay, should Ashley do this job? If you'd like to do this reading at Ashley, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. The Hermit. So I feel like it's okay. I feel like they're not necessarily going to help you a lot. They're not going to give you a lot of leads, or the leads they give you are not necessarily going to be good. But if you do it, you will probably do okay. I wonder if it's a job you can work from home. The Hermit might speak to that. Okay, Kennedy Casey. If you have a chance to do a reading, can you tell me if I should leave my current job to go to Baycare? Okay, if you would like to do this reading at Kennedy Casey, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. The Fool. It might not be a bad idea to do something new and take a new journey. Not bad. Baby Cakes, nice to see you. When is my new full-time job coming, and is it going to be in Connecticut? If you'd like to do this reading at Baby Cakes, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. If you're in Connecticut now, I think it will be in Connecticut. I think it's coming by April, and wherever you are now, it's where it's going to be. Sarah, thanks for being a member here. Burning question. I just started a new work assignment yesterday. It pays good, but the hours are on Pacific time and the work is exhausting. How can I get through the next few months and still keep all my hair? Understood. If you'd like to do this reading at Sarah, no H, S-A-R-A, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. You know, it's going to get easier. 10 of Cups, just put yourself on Pacific time and it will get easier, I promise. Oh, Lisa, that's about your work. I understand. I understand. All right. Let's see. Here we go. Looking for the next question. Oh, Claire C. What does the universe want me to know? And Claire, thank you so much for being a member here. Thanks for coming to StarCon in person. So nice to see you. If you'd like to do this reading for Claire, at Claire C, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. What does the universe want her to know? Magician reversed. Keep an open mind. There are times when you do not believe in yourself and you need to believe in yourself. Keep an open mind to good things happening and believe in yourself. That's what I think the universe wants you to know. Okay, and make sure that you give the name of the person you're reading for, the card you got, and your interpretation. Make sure you do all of those. And I am just checking. I'm just checking because we had a few ideas of things we wanted to do for our study time. We're going to keep on doing readings for a few moments, but we are coming up on switching over to our tarot study time. Now, at this moment, the floor is still open for questions. And it's also open for tarot questions. So we can still do BQ, burning questions. We can also do tarot questions. Do you have a question about a tarot card, about a tarot technique, about a particular deck, about a particular spread, about a reading you did that you did not understand? Go ahead and get those in. Okay. Okay, let's see. Hang on. Oh, Ashley, it is work from home. That explains the Hermit. Okay, hang on. Okay, and again, make sure you say, you say the name of the person you're reading for. Ashriel, I'm down with the Page of Cups. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Okay, did I miss any questions here? I don't think I did. I don't think I did. All right. Scrolling back, scrolling back. Okay. Hang on a minute. Did I get everything here? I think I did. I think I did. Okay. So here is coming up a tarot question. What would you recommend as a newcomer to tarot cards? I've never read, but I have a friend who used to, and I just love it. Honestly, I would recommend that you get a deck that is really easy to work with to begin with. A weight deck, that could be a Rider-Waite Smith, that could be a Smith weight, that could be a Radiant weight, a Universal weight. A weight deck is a really good way to start. A lot of people now are beginning with light seers. That's a good way to start. Get a deck and get a good beginner book. I really like Teresa Reed's Tarot No Questions Asked. My book, Tarot Tour Guide, is a good beginner book. It's a good advanced book too, actually. So get a good deck and a good book and get going. And if you look on this YouTube channel, if you look at live tarot webinars, at the playlist, there is so much here for you. So much here for you that will get you going. And we have a lot of good classes here. That was kind of my point. Okay, and Denise does have a question for a reading. What do you all see from my marriage for 2022? If you'd like to do this reading at Denise Woods, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. 9 of Pentacles, the important thing is that you feel secure, and you need to feel secure in yourself. Do you feel secure in your marriage? That's an interesting question. But the key is feel secure in yourself first, and also think about generational patterns that have been inherited. What did you see in your parents' marriage or your grandparents' marriage? How has that helped you? How has that hurt you? How has that influenced your current situation? These are things you need to think about. Okay, and I want to remind everyone who is local to me that we are doing our tarot meetup at Panera this coming Sunday, 4 p.m. Sunday, Panera, Palm City. Hope to see you there. We got that going on. Okay, Laura S., what does the room feel about violin guy? I'm thinking this could be a romantic question. You met someone, you're calling him violin guy, and you want to know what we think about him for you. If you'd like to do this reading, at Laura S., the name of the card you got and your interpretation. The Queen of Swords reversed. I feel like there's some things you do not yet know, so tread carefully. Go slow. Okay. So you're drawing a tarot deck, DH. That's so cool. Okay. Okay, I feel like I have gotten to the end of questions. Now for Denise. Oh, I see Nettie. Yeah, we'll get Nettie. For Denise, does anyone else have good advice for a brand new beginner tarot reader? If you do, tag it beginning and go ahead and put it in. Advice for a brand new reader, what would you say they should do? All right, and here we'll do this question for Nettie P. Will I meet anyone this year? I assume that's a romantic question. If you'd like to do this reading, at Nettie P., the name of the card you got and your interpretation. And I got the 10 of Wands. You may meet a lot of people, but you know what? You're carrying a lot of baggage from the past, and that's hard. So I feel like there's some healing you need to do. All right. So get those questions about tarot in. It's time for questions about tarot. Now, we had a lost item, and Kristen also asked in our Global Tarot Circle Facebook group how to use tarot to find lost items. And so if you have any ideas or ways that you use tarot to find lost items, go ahead and chat them in. I just interpret the card in the context. So for instance, this was Mom's wedding ring, and we got the 9 of Pentacles, which is a card of inheritance and a card of security. So I thought, well, Mom's ring is secure. It's also a card of being on your own property. So the ring is on your property. But did it help us find the ring on your property? No, it did not. But I might want to pull more cards. So I'm just all about interpret cards in context. How do you do it? Tag it lost. How do you use tarot to find lost articles? Go ahead and share. Here's for beginners from Karen. Do a daily card in the morning and make a prediction. Revisit in the evening to see how it played out. That's good. That's good. Oh, I got the 10 of Wands for Laura too. Yeah. Oh no, my 10 of Wands was not for Laura. It was for Nettie. Sorry. Okay. So another question. This came from Lady Lenormand, Brenda Elizabeth. I've been thinking about this lately. How to use tarot to motivate myself. That's a really good question. And the question is, like, motivate yourself to do what? Are you feeling unmotivated in general? What do you want to motivate yourself to do? So I have a lot of questions around that question. Lady Lenormand, since you're there, can you play with that? Break that out for us. Because when someone says I need to motivate myself, I want to say, so motivate yourself to do what? Do you feel you're unmotivated? If there's something you're not getting done, what's going on here? What's going on here? Okay, so Billy has been unsuccessful at finding lost items. Disco Bunny has also pulled the 9 of Pentacles twice. So the only other thing I could say about that is regarding garden. Do you have anything with plants, where plants are in the house? Do you have anything with pictures of plants? Since that's also a garden card, what in your home is like a garden? Okay. So it's specific. Lady Lenormand wants to be motivated to exercise. She's usually consistent in her routine, but is just not in the mood to work out. So how would you use tarot to motivate yourself or someone else for more exercise? Go ahead and tag it exercise and let's see what people have to say. Mystics Haven says, good question. I generally feel unmotivated and uninspired. And what I would do for that is I would pull a card about why. Why am I feeling this way and what can I do to fix it? If it's general, that's what I would do. So if there is if you have other advice for Mystics Haven or about motivation in general, tag it motivation and tell us. Okay. Just scrolling back. And Ashrael Knight, regarding finding lost objects, I look at the images on the card and see which one grabs me. For beginner, Lisa Harmon recommends the Hanson Roberts deck. I do too. It's a good deck. And baby cakes. For lost items, I always ask St. Anthony. And Sue uses her copper dowsing rods to find lost items. And Lisa Harmon, I need all the help I can get. I can help to get started to stop procrastinating. Oh, you should do that later. No, sorry. But again, 2 cards, man. Why am I such a procrastinator? What can I do to do it differently? Really, that's where I would go. Okay. Sarah, for lost. I hear you can walk around the house and pull a few cards in each room and let it lead you to the place by looking at the images. I love that. That is a great practice. Lady Lenormand, missing items. It's not tarot. However, I like to walk the pendulum around the house and see where it swings. Yep, yep, yep. Yep, that's good. Okay. So now, how would we use tarot to to cause us to work out more? I would use it by saying, like, okay, because I need this too. I've been out of, yeah, I need it too. So let me do it for myself. Why is it hard for me to exercise? The Lover's reversed. I'm just not making time to fit it into my life. Okay. Why am I not making time to fit it into my life? The Star. Because there's so much else I want to do. What is the effect of me not exercising? Seven of Cups reversed. Nothing good. What would be the effect of exercising more? Four of Pentacles. It would be better self-care. What can I do then to make that happen? King of Pentacles, I just need to make it so, right? So a little dialogue with the cards like that can really help. Billy Wilsifer, for motivation, do a tarot spell. Oh, this is good. The Ace of Wands, the Chariot, and the Eight of Wands, and some other cards of your choice. I love that. I love that. Okay, Karen Winkle, tarot question. I'm starting to have a lot of difficulty riffle shuffling due to a thumb injury in advanced age. I don't get a good shuffle doing hand over hand and I damage cards. You know, this is a real thing. I've been preferring to work with a smaller deck recently, and I'm like, why? I never really preferred a smaller deck before. And then I realized I've never been this age before either. And so I recommend what I call stirring the cauldron. And actually, you can see the table. So let me use this big deck. You can see the table really well. Let me show you how I stir the cauldron. Okay, right? Here we are, right? Here we are. Okay, so I want to shuffle this big deck, put it all out here, and I stir it around with both hands a lot until it feels ready. And then I put it back. It's messy, but it's a way to do it, and it's a way that works. So that's what I would recommend, is just stir the cauldron. Love to hear what other people recommend. Tag it, shuffle. Okay. Oh, I love this. Incorporate tarot into your exercise routine. Associate suits with specific exercise. Pentacles, push-ups, cups, crunches, and do a circuit training. That is so smart. Can you imagine? Like, okay, so I'm gonna pull 5 cards and make up an exercise routine. And this is your exercise. Y'all do it too. You can do 2 cards, 3 cards, 4 cards, 5 cards, whatever you like. Tell us the card, tell us the exercise. Sarah, you just gave us what we're going to do. This is our tarot exercise. Make up an exercise routine using up to 5 cards and chat it in and tell us what you're doing. That is freaking brilliant. Okay. Okay. So my first is the 6 of Cups. And the exercise I would associate with that card, and it's interesting because she said cups crunches, and look how he's like holding something, and he's kind of like that. So it really is. It makes me feel like doing crunches with the medicine ball or something like that. So we're going to start with some crunches. Then Justice. So we're not going to do leg day or arm day because here, well, maybe this is arm day, because he's holding the scales. I feel like, that's definitely working out with the free weights. But then we get to Judgment. And because we're blowing the horn, I'm thinking cardio, something that's going to make you breathe harder. With the Queen of Wands, I'm going to say the rowing machine. I realize that's a fetch, but the way she has that wand, it makes me feel like rowing. And then the Knight of Cups. For that, I'm going to say squats, just because of how his legs are on the horse. So, and I realize you'd want to put that in a specific order to make it a good workout, but that was kind of fun. So let's see how other people do this. Obviously, there's no right or wrong. All right. So we've talked about tarot magic. That was a great idea, Billy, for motivation. Ace of Wands, Eight of Wands, Chariot. What other cards are motivating? What other cards might you use if you were doing tarot magic for motivation, to give yourself more motivation? Go ahead and chat that in, tag it motivation, and tell me what other cards you might use. Lynn Collin, nice to see you here today. To shuffle, put the deck in a small basket on its side and shuffle the cards manually with the basket holding the deck. Was shown this to me by a reader who had arthritis. That is brilliant. Oh, Disco Bunny, Queen of Wands would be Jazzercise or Zumba. I love that, and I love Zumba. Okay, here we go. Lady Lenormand, Queen of Cups, reverse, go outside and take a walk. Get off your butt. Hierophant, watch a video. 3, Knight of Swords, Swift Walk, Magician, Yoga, with the Arcana, like Disco Bunny said. Oh, I missed that. Back to Disco Bunny. Disco Bunny, what did you say? Oh, do yin yoga and focus on a major arcana card during the practice might get the ball rolling. I love that. Okay, so Christina would use strength for motivation. I love that. Dave Victor, for shuffle, if you spread the deck in front of you and pick cards blindly, there's no need to shuffle. Fair. Right, that's true. That's very true. Absolutely. All right, so Ashley got the card transition. Is that like death? Maybe yoga. And did you know that the Hanged Man is the traditional card of yoga? Did you know that? It's cool, right? Ashriel, motivation, 2 of Pentacles. Grab those dumbbells and give the biceps a wake-up call. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Y'all gonna make me get my butt into the gym, aren't you? Thank you for that, Lady Lenormand. I appreciate the motivation there. All right. Sue Wilkinson, exercise. I pulled the devil for one of my cards. Yes, it counts. That's good. I like that very much. So the floor is still open for tarot questions, not questions for reading, but questions about tarot. And I had a question for y'all about keywords. Are there any tarot cards that you struggle to sort of remember or come up with keywords for? If you do, just write keywords and the name of the card, and let's come up with keywords for those cards. Okay, Lisa Harmon, 6 of Cups, start steps. 6 of Wands, pick up the pace. Knight of Swords, dancing and kicking. Temperance, keep the pace steady. Knight of Cups, slow it down. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. What exercise would I associate with swords? Honestly, probably cardio stuff because of the breathing, right? And, that's just me because breathing is like an issue for me. I've had lung issues since I was a kid. And so cardio is very, very necessary for me, but also very, very unfortunate. I don't love it. All right. So keywords, any particular card that you have a hard time with keywords, right? With swords, I think of aerobics. Absolutely. Absolutely. That totally makes sense. So just a quick look at what we've got coming up. On February 10th, we're doing another YouTube and Room event. So local people can get a ticket to join us in person. Everyone else can join us on YouTube. And we're talking about how tarot teaches us about love and how we read about love, because it's right before Valentine's Day. So it's going to be a room and YouTube. So that will be a lot of fun, and I'm really looking forward to that. Sarah, what's the difference between intuitive tarot and regular tarot? So there are some people who do intuitive tarot, and what that means is they never read a book, they never learn a keyword, they just go with what they see in the pictures. There's also people who don't use any intuition, they learn keywords, they learn classic interpretations, and that's the interpretation. So intuitive tarot is going to be one of two things. It's going to be, you don't know the keywords, you don't know any traditions, you just look at the card and say what you see. And that can actually really work very well until it doesn't. For me, intuitive tarot is, you know the keywords, you know the interpretations, but you also let your intuition guide the reading. And how does that work? Well, intuition can let you know whether you're seeing, every card has so many meanings. What is the meaning you're going with in this reading? Intuition is part of what is going to determine that. Your intuition may call you to a particular image within the card, and that's what you're going to base your reading on. So for me, intuitive reading can partner with interpretive reading to create competent tarot reading. That's what I think. Okay, Disco Bunny wants keywords for pages. Yay. Okay, for all the pages, just like we have keywords for each number, we can have keywords for each rank. So whatever your keywords for pages are, go ahead, put pages and your keywords. Youth, learning, communication, messages. There it is. So then you look at that and you add it to the keywords that you have for each suit, and that's how you get the interpretation for each card. That's what I see. Let's see what other people see. Okay. So here we go. DH, 10 of Cups, crunches, 5 of Swords, walk, strength, lift some weights, 3 of Pentacles, Tai Chi, 7 of Pentacles, relaxation. Sue Wilkinson, 8 of Cups, hiking. Yeah. Okay. So here we go. Tarot keyword, tarot keyword, the world reversed. Curious what other definitions there are. Disco Bunny says unfinished lesson. Sure. Not done yet. It could be any task, not finished. Is my paper written? No, it's not. Do you have closure? No, you don't. It could also be a canceled trip. And it could be like refusing to change your worldview. Like you're dealing with someone who the way they see the world is the way they see the world, and they're not willing to change their worldview. Oh, this is good. Lynn Collin, pages, get ready to sing. All the young dudes carry the news. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Karen Winkle, pages, learning, communication, messages given or received. Sarah, intuitive reading can partner with interpretive reading to create competent reading. Writing that down. You know it. Ashley, keywords for the tower. So I have a sentence for the tower. That which is built upon a faulty foundation cannot stand. So go ahead, chat in your keywords for the tower. Obviously, tag it tower. Tower can be sudden change, but sometimes that sudden change comes from something cumulative. Tower can be a moment of enlightenment where everything changes. Tower can be destruction and devastation. Okay, go ahead and share your thoughts on the tower and any other cards that that you want keywords for, and any other questions. We're down to our last 5 minutes. So it's also now time for shameless self-promotion. Do you have a blog, a website, a YouTube channel, an Insta account, TikTok, something that you want to promote? Go ahead and promote it here. Drop a link, please. Let's support each other. Absolutely. Christina, Tower, breaking down barriers. Karen Winkle, Tower, blindsided, sudden upheaval, destruction. Disco Bunny, Tower, hard reboot. Yes, absolutely. David, keyword for the Tower, and then he does all the symbols that means you're swearing. Lady Lenormand, Tower, your ego takes a hit. Sure, all of those things. Absolutely. Lisa Harmon, Tower, chaos and upheaval. Sure. Sure. All right. So go ahead and share any other cards you want keywords for. It is time for shameless self-promotion. Members, I have put up a members only class for February 15th, 7 p.m. Please do join us. And super chat, super sticker from Laura S. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And it's someone exercising. That's the super sticker. The pair is exercising. Thank you very much. We appreciate that very, very much. All right, we are in our last 4 minutes. Here we go. World reversed mental or psychic ability. Interesting. Interesting. Very good. I could see world reversed as feeling like you don't have all the things you need. Like your stuff is not together. You got to get your stuff together. Your world is literally turned upside down. It can be that, man. It looks like your world is literally turned upside down. Absolutely. I could see that. All right. So I want to thank all of you. I want to remind you that I am available for readings. We can work by phone, Skype, FaceTime, Messenger, Zoom, any way you want. You can schedule directly on my website, christianagaudet.com, or just reach out to me and on social media, and we will schedule your reading. Kennedy Casey, Tower, sudden change. Absolutely. Absolutely. So remember, if you have a StarCon ticket, we've got events in the lounge today, tomorrow. No, not today. Tomorrow and Thursday. So please do join us, and we've got others coming up. Let me ask you real quick on the way out: has anyone ever seen the Tower to mean a good thing? I sure have. Someone who thought they would never get married or never meet anyone, and then they met the Tower, and the Tower came up, and they met, and they got married. It was good. Hey, Michelle, nice to see you. You just missed us. Yes, we are literally in our last 2 minutes. So I want to thank everyone for being here. I want to thank everyone for doing readings. I will look forward to seeing you. If you are local, please join us for our tarot meetup at Panera, 4 p.m. on Sunday. If you've got StarCon tickets, check out the lounge. And remember, you can watch recordings of classes until like February 22nd. I thank you all so much for being here. And do check out my website, christianagaudet.com or tarotbychristiana.com. You'll notice on this channel, you will see a link for my website and a link for my link tree. So go ahead and check all of that. Oh, and you know what else? Your tarot scopes are up. It's a new month. Grab your tarot scopes. Get your sun, get your moon, get your rising, and you'll have a reading for the month. They're all up right here on this channel. So get your tarot scopes. I will hope to see you all. Right. Yes, the Tower when I gave birth to my first child. Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. And baby cakes, thank you. Please do like this video. The more people who like this video, the better I do on YouTube. I thank you all. Special shout out to the members, to those of you who helped out with super chats and super stickers. I appreciate all of you. I look forward to seeing you soon. Stay safe, stay well, be good. We'll see you soon.